This is Chris Carlson, and welcome to the Boulder Banking Podcast. As you know, the Graduate School of Banking at Colorado is committed to sharing bolder ideas and bolder perspectives from industry leaders. During this year's annual school session, students had the opportunity to nominate fellow students who are demonstrating these bolder ideas and perspectives. In this episode, we're featuring one of those nominees, Melissa Payne. Melissa is Vice President, Service Center and Virtual Banking at MidWestOne Bank. We were joined on the podcast by Ana Maria Senica, First Vice President, Regional Retail Manager, also of MidWestOne Bank. I know you will enjoy this episode in which Melissa and Ana Maria share MidWestOne Bank's initiative called R.I.S E, which stands for Retention, Innovation, Support, and Empowerment. They also have an initiative called Women of R.I.S.E. The focus of these groups is to talk about diversity, share ideas, and make certain the bank is opening doors for all employees to help them move forward in their careers. So Ana Maria and Melissa, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. You guys got a lot going on here on campus. But before we get started on the Boulder Banking Initiative, can you give us a brief background of Ana Maria and Melissa? Ana Maria, can I start with you?
Sure. I've been in banking a little over 30 years. Started as a teller, worked my way up, always on the retail side of the bank. And right now I'm a regional retail manager for the Florida market of MidWestOne Bank.
Great. Melissa?
Well, I started at MidWestOne when I was a junior in college. I worked as a teller part-time while I was finishing my degree at the University of Iowa and worked as a part-time teller, got hired as a full-time call center rep. We call them service bankers. When I graduated, and I've been with the bank ever since and lead the call center team today.
Great. So let's talk about the Boulder Banker Initiative. Ana Maria, you nominated Melissa. Did I get that right?
Yep, I did.
Tell me what was going on that would cause you to do that.
Okay. So MidWestOne has a program called R.I.S E. It stands for Retention, Innovation, Support, and Empowerment. And we have two versions of R.I.S E. We have Women of R.I.S E, and then we have just R.I.S E, which Melissa has been an intricate part of. And Melissa was also started with the R.I.S E, Women of R.I.S E from the very beginning, and she's always been a part of it.
Right. So congratulations, Melissa. Tell us a little bit about the program and what have been the effects or the benefits of these programs.
Thank you. Our goal with R.I.S E is to create a culture of respect and belonging. So we've really tried to focus on that over the last couple of years and make sure our employees know that they belong with us and that they feel welcome to be their true selves here. We have done a lot through our R.I.S E team to focus on talent acquisition, hiring, promotion, and retention. And we have really focused on our DEI metrics and data practices.
And so, as you said, it's been around for a couple of years.
Yes.
Are there some things that you see day to day as you interact with your colleagues that say, wow, this has really been something that's changed in our bank for the better as a result?
We had a session with a consultant who went through a training and talked with us about, just the importance of creating that culture and asking questions to better understand people. And I really see that within our day-to-day meetings with everyone. We have a great culture. One of the main things that people say when they're asked why they like working at MidWestOne is the people. And I just think the things that we've focused on with this over the last couple of years has really helped to even enhance that further.
When we talk about DEI, there has been some controversy around DEI and the receptivity. Is it fair to say that your culture's bank, it was almost like nothing changed, or were there some dramatic changes by having these conversations?
I don't know that I would say it's dramatically changed. I think it's just brought it more to the forefront, and it's something that people think about a little bit more regularly. One of the things that we are doing is we actually measure that through an annual employee engagement survey, and so that is something we'll get the results of this year. It's the first time we've actually measured it.
Ana Maria, anything you want to add to that?
So not only do we have the R.I.S E Advisory Committee, which Melissa's part of, but we also have the R.I.S E Leadership Committee. So this is bought into from our highest levels. If I can give you some background, the Women of R.I.S E actually started because our CEO, Charlie Funk, sent an email to several women of VP higher type levels in our organization. He sent us an article and he said, and the article is about women in the workplace. And his email was kind of like, are we doing enough for the women in the workplace? Are we making sure we're recognizing our women, promoting our women, etc.? And from that email, I actually sent an email back to the women after a few days saying, hey, let's get together and talk about this. Should we do something about it? Should we get together? What should we do? And that was kind of how Women of R.I.S.E started. And as that progressed, R.I.S E developed. And, as the initiatives worldwide have, everybody's been pushing to inclusive and all of that, then, we started to recognize that. The bank also does a podcast every month and talks about different diversity type of subjects. And anybody is welcome. It goes out to all employees to watch.
As you all look to the future, what do you think some of the future projects and or results might be as a result of these initiatives?
Our vision is we strive to continuously learn and deepen relationships with our team members, customers, and communities to understand, support, and provide opportunities for all of us to work together to achieve our full potential. We're committed to improving the experiences of our team members and the customers we serve by creating environments of respect and feeling of belonging for everyone.
Awesome. Melissa, anything you want to add to as you look to the future of these programs?
Just trying to get our arms around how we measure up and seeing how that changes over time. That will be really interesting to watch. And then, so far we've had some great things like having our CEO sign a diversity, equity, and inclusion pledge. We have the different leadership councils like Ana Maria mentioned. We have a scorecard to track our progress, and then all kinds of different awareness opportunities. So we're continuing to enhance that over time, just working on educating employees and helping them understand some of the DEI issues that have come up.
So I know we're going to have some listeners. They're saying this is great, but how do I get started? Because I'm at zero, no momentum. So what advice would you give to those bankers that say, I want to take this to our bank?
Honestly, I have to say, we have to give credit to our CEO for really starting this initially, but he stepped back after that. He sent an initial email and then he stepped back, and it all started with an email to a group of women but it could be an email to just a bunch of leaders within your organization. You don't have to start with Women of R.I.S E or whatever you want to call it in your organization. It just needs to be an email out to the leaders of your bank saying, what can we do for our bank to make sure that we're recognizing all of our employees wherever they are.
Melissa?
I agree with that. And just having the support of senior management and leadership to ensure that we can accomplish what we need to has been really critical. So I would just encourage, like she said, having that employee-led initiative, but also making sure you have supportive senior management.
Great. So I know some people might want to reach out to you. What's the best way for somebody to contact? First you, Ana Maria, and then Melissa.
I can always be contacted by email. It's Senica at MidWestOne, one is spelled out, .com, and last name is Senica.
Perfect. Well,
and I'm happy to be contacted by email as well. It's Payne, Payne, at MidWestOne.com.
Well, again, I know you both are busy. You got a lot of stuff going on campus. Thanks for taking time to visit with us today.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.